today. I hate Jump Force. Jump Force is a 2019 Japanese crossover fighting game developed by Spike Chunsoft and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. Because you know why? This game is very bad. So today, they came out released on February 14th, 2019 for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One in Japan, while the releasing following day as an worldwide releasing. But on November 13th this year, I still hate the video when they, Giorno Giovanna punch Luffy, and the music background is like a stupid, sexy Japanese orchestra for the But do you know why this game was really bad? Budget! This game is After I broke the game, this game has a worse soundtrack in the game. I hate the soundtrack of the game, but that's why the Japanese orchestra has a lot of a composer a lot of times. And it's a fighting crossover game because you know I prefer Super Smash Bros. Way more. And also Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter a lot better. Can't forget Injustice Gods Among Us, and it has a lot of amazing DC superhero characters. And Marvel vs. Capcom. But now for the same day. But today is finally launch of Evil Automatic! Oh my god, it's finally here! Today is finally launch of Happy Evil West Day! And today is finally here! Kill the Japanese, man! Woo! After waited this game when they announced back in Game Awards 2020 when they announced, and now, today, Evil West is finally here. Now, I'm a huge fan of death stuff characters of Evil Metal, and I'm a big fan of Evil West, and I'm a big fan of Danny Trejo. He's one of the best actors I ever seen, and it's actually going to be a really fun game. So let's check it out on the Wikipedia. Okay, guys, here is the Wikipedia of Evil West. So Evil West is a third-person shooter video game developed by Flying Wild Hog and published by Focus Entertainment. The game was released on November 22nd, 2022, which is, I know, the game is already out for the Windows, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X. Now, the game is actually going to be good, so let's see if it's a reception. Oh, yeah. The game is just received mixed or average reviews for the PlayStation 5 and PC has currently, while the Xbox Series X received positive reviews. So you guys can see on the PC, it earned 73, on 69 it's on the PlayStation 5, and the Xbox Series X and S earned 75. So on the review scores, you get recommended for Eurogames, 6 out of 10 for GameSpot, Games Radar Plus gets 3.5, Hardcore Gamer gets 4 out of 5, IGN gets 7 out of 10, NME for 3 out of 5, 68 out of 100 for PC Gamer, Push Square gets a 7 out of 10, Shack News gets a 7 out of 10, and VG247 gets 3 out of 5. And oh my gosh, guys, I am a huge fan of restaurant film. I love the restaurant stuff. I love the films and the games have a restaurant theme. But I thought this game was alright, but the game is actually really fun. But when they announced, but the game was originally come out in September, but they get delayed at the other time in November, which is really a lot of fun. But speaking of fun, but today, we're gonna show you my PlayStation Vita collection. So you guys see this, sorry, everything that I have it. But I also got this one, which I got it for yesterday on Amazon. And today, we're gonna show you right now, right here at PlayStation Gamer 2005. Sorry guys, I forgot to bring my tripod for you guys. So here we have my PS Vita collection. You guys can see I have 6 PlayStation Vita games. I have my own PlayStation Vita Slim that you guys can see. And we also got the AC adapter. And I got this one for Amazon yesterday, we just got. We're going to take a look at this later and also the games. So, let's just start with the handheld PlayStation Vita system. Here it is. Here's the PlayStation Vita system right here. We have a very nice black slim glossy. Now, back in 2013, I got it for my birthday for Sonic and All-Stars Transformed as well. And now, in 2015, I finally got another one. But I used to have the launch model, but it was gone and was broken. So I decided to get the other one. And I think this Japanese Slim 2000 model for PlayStation Vita looks absolutely really gorgeous. So here's the PlayStation Vita Slim 2000. We have a very nice screen. There's a PlayStation Vita logo. As you guys can tell, let me just zoom in. Here's the PlayStation Vita logo. We have a very nice buttons, chroma stone, looks really good. We have a very nice D-pad, some cross, circle, square, triangle button. And for the first time in a handheld system, you have a very nice dual analog stick. Here's the start and select button. This is a PlayStation button and has a very nice two amazing speaker. And there's the Sony logo. And on top we have the L and R button. There's a power button. We're going to take a look at the first impression gameplay later. Here's the game cartridge slot, but instead of the UMD. And we also have the volume buttons. And you guys take a look at the back. You have a very, very nice, the real touchpad with the PlayStation logo. And there's the camera on the back. And on the front, right here. I don't know if you guys can see the focus on the camera, but I don't have a tripod for this video. Sorry, guys. And here's the charging cable on the bottom with the micro charging USB and the headphone jack as well. Sorry, I was taking out the license tab for these. And you guys can see we have a very nice handheld system. Now this system has motion sensor on this handheld with the 6-axis supported, and the touch screen on the front and the rear one looks amazing. So that's with the PlayStation Vita. And now I forgot to show you guys this one. I got it for Amazon yesterday. I finally have the SD2 Vita. That's right, this one is memory SD2 Vita Pro, and it's compatible with micro SD for the PlayStation Vita. And this is the adapter. You guys can see I was using the 128 micro SD card, the 128 gigabytes, sorry. And man, this one looks like similar shape to the Vita cartridge. I gotta tell you, looks similar, but in the white color, looks really good. And I'm using the one using on the Nintendo Switch Lite, but this time I decided to change it and using on the Vita right now, which is really good. So that's why this is a 10 out of 10 for me. And you can use a modified using the homebrew on the Vita. I gotta tell you guys, I did the PlayStation Vita homebrew by myself, and it was amazing. And can't forget PlayStation Vita AC adapter. So first things first, this is power cord, and it will allow you to plug into the power brick. We do have the micro USB charger cable. So this one allows you to go to the PlayStation Vita to plug in with it, or you can charge it on a DualShock 4 if it's okay. So that's why I prefer with the DualShock 4. And there is a similar one that we have in the original Slim that can use to see that has a very nice thick cables on the charging using on the PlayStation Vita original one. We're using the fat model, and this is a power brick right here. I don't know if I see it, but the focus on the camera for you guys. We do have a Sony logo and the PlayStation logo, and you can insert it using the power cord, and on the bottom with the USB. Very nice on the back, nice metallic finish. I don't know if you guys can see me on my face, so this is on the bottom, right? Here it is, the AC adapter for Sony. And if you want to do it assemble like that, first I'm using the USB cable to connect it, and it goes to ports on the back on the AC adapter and the power brick like this. And with this power cord, it goes to plug in like this. 2010's decade had a great time for the video games, but in 2019 is a bad year when the game was done destroying for the PS4 and Xbox One for this. But they decided to making the next gen console in 2019 when they announced, after Nintendo Switch was launched for 2 years. And that's the assembly. And if you want to connect it to the Vita, you can charge it. And you can charge it up, and you can play a PlayStation Vita on the go. So that's with the PlayStation Vita. And now it is time for the PlayStation Vita games. So I only have 6 of them, but I used to have J-Star Victory vs. Plus, and the other Vita games like Super Monkey Ball, Banana Split, Lego Batman 2, and the other Vita games I really enjoyed. I also enjoyed Wipeout 2048, which I'm going to download it today. So you guys can see I have 6 PlayStation Vita games,
And I'm going to show you right now. First up, we have Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. Absolutely one of my favorite Sly Cooper game. And it was originally came out trilogy on the PlayStation 2, and now it came back released on the PlayStation Vita. Amazing. I'm only using the original voice like the one he's saying on the PlayStation Vita in a voice high at the end, but I was apologizing, but this is a really fun game. I played it. It looks really good. And you guys can see on the cartridge, I put a reprinted sticker out of it. Here's what the cartridge looks like. So that's Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. Next, this is the only Sonic the Hedgehog game came out released on the PlayStation Vita, and it is Sonic and All-Star Racing Transformed. Here's the front, spine, and the back. This is Racing Transformed. And inside, we get the game cartridge. Like I said, I have all 6 Vita games that I put the cartridge using on the reprint on the sticker, which is really, really, really freaking amazing, and it was a lot of fun. Next, we have PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, one of my favorite games. It's not a bad game, I would say, but it has Ratchet and Clank over there, Sackboy, Sly Cooper, and Kratos for God of War! Amazing. And Nathan Drake from Uncharted. I saw Uncharted movie, it looks really good. But I never play Uncharted games. But here's the front, spine, and the back. Who is the best of the best of the best? Why is it of the best 2 times in a row? And I'm even happy about it. And it also has a network pass. Really good, including Hayachi. Yo, Hayachi is one of my favorite characters. I love Tekken. It's one of my favorite video game franchise, and I'm a huge Tekken fan. Bandai Namco did a great job, and I wish they're going to be making a Tekken 8. Tekken 8 is coming out in development on a PlayStation 5, and I'm so excited can't wait to see the sexy Hayachi. He's a sexy character, and it was a lot of fun. And here's a game cartridge. Sorry about the shadow printed on the sticker. That was apologizing, but hey, it still works. And next is one of my favorite Vita game, Little Big Planet PS Vita. Now I have a Marvel Superheroes edition, and this is a PAL version, physical copy only. Now, I think this is not available in the USA, but it's only in European and Australia, and I think the United States doesn't have the physical copy, but you can get it this one, the same thing as digitally in a PlayStation Store in the America. Well, it's only in digitally in the USA on the PlayStation Store, and it would have Sackboy and Avengers character. I love Hulk, has to be one of my favorite superhero characters. It has way powerful than Spider-Man or Venom, I think. So here's the front, spine, and the back. Craft World goes superhero crazy. And again, Marvel did an actually great job with the Little Big Planet stuff, and it was a lot of fun. Luminous Electronic Symphony, really, really good game, but it's okay. And it might be one of the PlayStation Vita's launch title. And yes, immerse yourself in non-stop musical puzzle action. I already did this unboxing a long time ago, but on the cartridge, I would just peel out the sticker, but now I got the custom sticker reprinted. And if you guys can see, this is the first time on the Vita game. That actually comes with the manual itself. Now, the manual itself looks actually really good. But on the controls and the basics, and I know how to play the game. I played the game. I think this game was okay. This game's okay. Now, I think it is a Vita's launch title, but my favorite Vita launch game is actually going to be Wipeout 2048. I love Wipeout. I'm a huge Wipeout fan, and I gotta say, Wipeout is my favorite franchise I started on PSP when I was a kid. I do have the Omega Collection on PlayStation 4, which is it's an okay HD remaster game, I think, per se, but I think Wipeout is an amazing game. And last but not least, Vita game I have is one of my favorite video game of all time. Bam! Injustice Gods Among Us. I'm a huge DC Comics fan, and I love Mortal Kombat fans. As I said, for the NetherRealm Studios, did a great job with this game. And I would say the soundtrack is amazing, the gameplay is amazing, like Mortal Kombat aspect, and I got the Ultimate Edition on Vita. So back in 2014, I have the PS Plus version in December monthly games of 2014, and it was only for the limited time, as well as a murdering violence for Superman as a regime. The story was very, very bad. as I said, the prequel was like the movie. Injustice movie was like the set as a prequel aspect to the comic book and the movie. Injustice movie is okay, but I really say the game, Injustice Gods Among Us, was amazing. I enjoyed it on PS4, but I got it with the second time, and I got it for free for the limited time since it was a pandemic in 2020 until it was the end on June 25th. And I do have it on the PlayStation Vita, and I used to have on the PS3 and on the PC, and I also have the Wii U version of the game. That's right. The only NetherRealm Studios came out released on the Wii U, but doesn't make him release Mortal Kombat on the Wii U. What a shame. But yeah, there's also came with the code for the music soundtrack, which was already expiration date in 2018. And yes, gotta love this game. It has a lot of characters. And there's the 6 characters that you can play as, but there's only 5, but you can play as Scorpion in Injustice Gods Among Us. Hell yeah, the best character in Mortal Kombat. I give this character, Scorpion, a 10 out of 10. And about that, I still love Injustice 2. I gotta say, the story was better than the first one. I would say the story mode was very nice. I love how the similar gameplay, the similar soundtrack. It's like the same good as the first one, but I would say I really love the second game. And has a new feature characters like Gorilla Grodd, even Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing is actually really good. Firestorm, Boobledo, everything. I would say Injustice 2 is way better than the first one. So I would say I played it on the first time since like 2022, and it was really good. And it is possibly one of my far anticipated game, the best fighting game of 2017. So now, let's head back to that. And that is it. That is for my PlayStation Vita collection that I have. And now, it is time for the menu UI walkthrough. Stay tuned. Alright guys, let's get ready for the menu UI on the PlayStation Vita for the very first time. So before I turn it on, we need to insert the SD2 Vita. So you guys can see, I already did set it up on the SD2 Vita because I don't know how to ready homebrew. And guys take comparison with this game. It is the black one. This is the white one, and it looks similar. This is how similar it looks like. You guys can see this is similar. It looks like very nice. Now let's turn on for the Vita. 3, 2, 1. Here it is. Magical happens. Oh my gosh, guys. Sorry about the turning on the lights, and let's get started, shall we? Oh my gosh, it brings back so much memories. Better slide down first. And you guys can see, here it is, the PlayStation Vita itself. As you guys can see, I already did a homebrew by myself, and it was really, really good. I would say this homebrew for the PlayStation Vita looks really good. Sorry about the tripod, but first things first, let's take a look at the menu UI first. Welcome Park, a party, a PlayStation Store, and this is the first time we see it on the Vita to see the access on the PlayStation Store. Have a near, yeah, rest in peace. We also have friends, messages, the trophies. This is the first time we've seen trophies on the PlayStation Vita. You also have photos, the email, and the browser. Unfortunately, there's no Welcome Park on the PlayStation TV, but what a shame. Sadly, no Welcome Park on the PlayStation TV. We also do have videos and music for the very first time. Yeah, for the first time ever, the PlayStation Vita, you can listen to the music anywhere on the go. We also have the PlayStation 3 Remote Play and PS4 Link. This is absolutely one of my favorites to using on the PS4. We do have a calendar, settings, content management, parental controls, and that's it. And I also do have a homebrew section right here, which is very nice. I also have Adrenaline, which I can't wait to play PSP games, which I'm going to show you later, seeing the gameplay at the end of the video. And I also have the YAMT installer, which I already did on the SD2 Vita. I also have Easy VPK, and I have a catalog folder of the games. So that's why I do have Plants vs. Zombies, Super Star Wars, Sonic Time Twisted, Fruit Ninja, Jetpack Joyride Deluxe, and I do have Retro City Rampage DX. The puzzle games, I have Little Deviants, which is a Vita's launch title, and it's not good at all, and Keen Oddball. For the fighting game, it's just only one. We have Mortal Kombat. I gotta tell you guys, I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan. I loved this game as a childhood, as an arcade. and it's a really lot of fun. I'm enjoying Mortal Kombat X, and it's one of my favorite Mortal Kombat games ever so far. I also enjoyed Mortal Kombat 11 on a PS5, but I never finished the story. But I will tell you guys, the Mortal Kombat 2011 Mortal Kombat game, or Mortal Kombat 9, the story was very, very, very long and boring. What a shame. But I still love the physics of the gameplay, but I still prefer the latter one. And yeah, and I gotta say, the fatality moves are very inappropriate, but it's still a lot of fun. Platform section, I have Super Monkey Ball Banana Splits. I'm really enjoying Super Monkey Ball franchise, and it's really a lot of fun. The trophy section, this is the first time we've seen on the Vita on the trophies, and it's really, really good. So you guys can see on the trophy section, this was syncing on my Vita. So on the trophy section for the PlayStation Vita, you always have amazing ton of fun for your Vita stuff, and it's a great trophy section too you can play. And you guys can see I was playing a lot of Vita games. I played PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. It looks really good. I also played Luminous Electronic Symphony. I didn't finish the trophy hunting. I played Hotline Miami, Angry Birds Trilogy. I played Fruit Ninja. Fruit Ninja, I remember this game on iOS back in the day, and now I have it on Vita. There's also the VR on the PS4, which I have it. It looks really good. Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, Super Star Wars, and a lot of games on the Vita on the trophy hunting supported. But for my most percentage was Sonic and All-Star Racing Transformed, and absolutely one of the amazing port of Sonic games on the PlayStation Vita. Yeah, this is the only Sonic the Hedgehog game released on the Vita. But you guys can see, I have a Mortal Kombat trophy on the Vita. But it's like the similar trophy aspect to the PS3 ones, or the PlayStation 3 or Xbox. This has the same achievement that you can play on the go with the Mortal Kombat on the PlayStation Vita. This is your training to start with the game on the PlayStation Vita. We have Welcome Park, and it says, "Welcome to Welcome Park. Here you can try out the exciting features of your PlayStation Vita system." This is an exciting feature about the Welcome Park. So the Welcome Park is a starter tutorial about the features to learn about the system on your PlayStation Vita stuff. And so that's why it's a starter at all. But I already did a feature back in 2015. But that's why in this year, but they came back again. That's so fun. And this is actually a really good game, to be honest. But it's still really challenging, a lot of fun. But you guys can see, you can touch. Wow. I love this one, the feature one is since like 2012. Oh my gosh, you can on the real touchpad on Earth map. Yo, looks sick actually. So first things first, this is a DigiJs. Skate access the sound loop using on the microphone, which is really, really good. There's also Snap and Slide, and also Hello Face that you can allow to use a tutorial in the camera feature. Now let's check out the PlayStation Store. The PlayStation Store has everything you need and want to be, and it's a lot of fun. So on the PlayStation Store, it will go and head on to the access to using to buy the digital games. You can buy the digital PlayStation Vita games, you can buy the DLC, or you can download the demos if you want to, if it's okay, before you buy the full game. We have the indie platform games, themes, and you can download the minis, as well as the PlayStation Portable games and PlayStation 1 Classic games, or PSP for short, or PS1 for short. And you can download the apps, which is now they already discontinued. You also have the trailers and the never before PlayStation Home Arcade, and it's now for free. But you guys can see PlayStation Home Arcade was a lot of fun that you can play. You can play Wipeout 2D, Icebreaker, and one level playable demo of Scribble Shooter, absolutely free of charge. You do have a gamer's choice. You can always probably enjoy like Soul Sacrifice. Soul Sacrifice is a really, really fun game. And I'm a huge Persona fan. I love Persona. A lot of characters, looks very nice. Persona is one of the best franchise. Highly recommended. Persona 4 Golden is one of the best games, and it's over in about 100 hours of gameplay. trust me on this. This is really, really good. It's a really, really fun game. This came out released in 2012, and it has to be one of the best Vita game. As a top 2 in the tier of Metacritic as of 2016. As of 2016. Which is a really, really good Vita game. There's also on PC as well, which is really good. But they also made the Final 6 Vita game. I think it's a Final 7 Vita games that came out in Final 6 Vita game, sorry. That came out on July 20th, 2021. We have the Ultra Mission, Witchcrafty, Mind Maze, Brotherhood United, Killer Dolls United, and Russian Subway Dogs. Aww. Oh crap. PSP games that I want to show you. Sorry about my hands are very, very grumbled and cheeky feet on that. So you guys can see there is a lot of PSP games when you can purchase of this. Naruto, really fun game. Definitely want to recommend if you played. Assassin's Creed Bloodlines, highly recommended. If you play Assassin's Creed franchise, you should love Assassin's Creed Bloodlines. If you guys should recommend to play Assassin's Creed Bloodlines, is your chance to play. If you play Assassin's Creed franchise, you'll play this game. I highly recommend it. It is one of the best Assassin's Creed game on a PSP. There's Ratchet and Clank Size Matters, really fun game. If you played Ratchet and Clank Size Matters, you should do recommend it. I recommend to play all 4 Ratchet and Clank games before you're heading on to the Size Matters. There's also Secret Ancient Clank, which is not good. I don't like Secret Ancient Clank. Wow, 7 Wonders of the Ancient World, 101-in-1 Megamix, and Fading Shadows. I downloaded Ape Academy 1 and 2, man. I never downloaded Ape Escape, but that's a shame. There's the Ape Quest Starter Pack, which I can download for free because it has a lot of amazing price. And compatible with PlayStation Portable and PlayStation Vita. This is really, really good. There's also Q-S, and it's really, really good. I already have Sonic Rivals 1 and 2, which I'm going to show you later. SpongeBob. Oh my gosh, man, this is really good. Yo, this game, it's a lot of fun. If you play this game, Spectral Souls, highly recommended. It's the best game on a PlayStation P. Oh, and PlayStation Portable. Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max. I highly recommend it. If you play this game, it looks a lot of fun. If you have to play the PSP Street Fighter game, it looks really, really freaking amazing. Looks really good. Hell yeah. Highly recommended. If you love Street Fighter fan, I'm a huge Street Fighter fan, and you gotta play this game. Thank you, Capcom, for playing this game. And I can't wait to check out Street Fighter 6. It's coming out at the end of this year. Or maybe sometime in 2023. Who knows? Maybe the Game Awards will have the release date. Can't wait to watch it. Jeff Keighley is about to be mad. I'm not going to show you the DLC. Here's a PS1 classic game. You gotta play... Oh, you gotta play Cold Borders. Cold Borders looks like a ripped Tony Hawk Pro Skater ripoff. Crash Bandicoot. I'm a huge Crash Bandicoot fan. It looks really fun. There's a Disney games, which I really hate Disney. But I still prefer Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean looks really a lot of fun. A lot of Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy looks really good. If you guys playing Final Fantasy, it's a really, really fun game. You should totally recommend it. Final Fantasy, really fun game. Metal Gear Solid. Oh my god! Yeah, boy! Metal Gear Solid, let's go! Rayman, yo! I love Rayman. Absolutely, I'm a huge Rayman fan. And I have absolutely one of the best games on the PS1. We have Spyro, Siphon Filter 1 and 3. But where's Siphon Filter 2? Doesn't see that on the PSP in a PlayStation Vita. Doesn't have any of the second game, but what a shame. The themes we can actually download on the PS Store, which I'm going to show you right now. So the themes, you can actually download it on the PS Store. And if you want to go to the settings, you can go to the theme and background, go to theme. There's the Snitching, Crystal, Four Seasons, PlayStation 20th Anniversary, and Birthday theme for the PlayStation Vita. I got download 5 themes, but if you're going to check it out, but this is my favorite theme, and it's got to be one of the best, the 20th Anniversary. Oh my gosh, I really miss those 20th Anniversary. Man, when I was 9 years old, man, PlayStation just came out 20 years right now, but man, so in 2024, we're going to be celebrating 30 years of PlayStation. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Like, on the PlayStation 5, there is going to be celebrating 30 years of PlayStation system. And also the creation of the video game systems. And it has a lot of franchise. Amazing. Even Astro Bud will be here for 30 years of celebrating. If you want to go back to the settings, you're going to change the default. So, go to themes and background, go to section of the themes, and go back to the original theme for your PlayStation Vita. That's why we changed. Sorry about the gray background, but man, these good old days. Be right back. Phew! Much better. So, anyone else you guys can see. Oh man, the PlayStation Vita came back in the default themes. So if you guys know me, when you want to download the themes on the PlayStation Store, you need to download the themes on the PS Store. Or as you guys know me, we have the homebrew section. So that's when you need to download the custom themes manager. And that's when you need to download the custom themes on the PlayStation Vita. But we also have the Vita Shell, PKGJ, which you can download the PlayStation Vita games along with the DLC. And a bunch of goody stuff. So if you guys know me, I'm a huge Vita fan, but PKG fan, excuse me. And I love the homebrew fans to download a lot of tons of games. So we're going to head on to straight PKGJ right now. And check out what the PKGJ looks like. This might be has an app, the best app, oh crap. Sorry about that, guys. This has to be one of the best app installer on the Vita ever made to use on homebrew. So if you guys can see, I have a lot of sections over there. So you guys can see I download the Retro City, Rampage, Keen, Oddball, and some other stuff. And you guys can see, I do see there's a lot of collections that you can play on the Vita games. And that's why I do have a lot of Vita games, but not too a lot of them, but what a shame. You guys can see there's the Amazing Spider-Man on the PlayStation Vita. Still cool, but I can't wait to show you guys to play it. But first things first, I need to go ahead on to download the games that I wanted to download. I already have Mortal Kombat, but I'm using it on the European version. So that's why I'm region in the United Arab Emirates. So what could the download could be? There it is, Persona 4 Golden. That's right, I'm going to play it right now on the PlayStation Vita this next month. So now I'm just going to press it. And if you guys can see, there's an install game. But where's the install game and patch? So I'm about to have to install the game. And you guys can see it's queued in live area. So I'm not going to show you the Persona 4 Golden gameplay, but it has a lot of drugs and violence. But this game is ages 16 and up, but I'm a huge Persona fan. And by the way, this game requires 3 gigabytes of storage. And a memory card. When you do have a memory card, it might be expensive. So you can buy the SD2 Vita, you can cheap it, but the price was cheap on Amazon. While the memory card on the PlayStation Vita was very expensive. And now the download is queued on the live area. 113 minutes. But I forgot to show you the content manager. So the content manager, when you can actually copy to transfer your videos and the music when you want to copy on the PlayStation Vita. If you have a PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3, you can play the remote play games, which you can play on the PS4 games, experiencing the Vita on the go. Or you can use it on PS TV if it's okay, the PlayStation TV. Before we head on to the gameplay, we're going to show you guys the Adrenaline, and this is the latest version. You can always see the startup on PSP, right? Dude, I love the sound of that. I love the sound of the Japanese synth. That was really, really good in a Japanese RPG handheld system. I do have the PSP games that I forgot to show you. I do have Wipeout Pure. Wipeout Pure is a PSP launch game. I also have Burnout Legends. You should play Burnout. Burnout is an amazing game. It's a fun-ass game. You should play this game, and it's a lot of fun. And I have Sonic Rivals and Sonic Rivals 2. Amazing. Sonic Rivals 1 looks really, really good. I absolutely one of my favorite childhood PSP game back in the day. But it's very hard, hardest difficulty to play. But the second one, on the other hand, it's okay. This game is okay. I think I still prefer the first one. And you guys can see, I have SSX on tour. Best game ever on a GameCube that I played. And on the PSP version, PSP was okay. The Sega Rally Revo, which I'm going to show you the gameplay later on. And I do have Ape Academy. Well, I'm using the European version, which is really, really, really good. So that's why I'm using the European one. But if you guys can see on the memory stick, you will go to the group content and check out the format. So the format, you have a PSP games, you do have a mini catalog, you have a PS1 game, and you also have 2 emulations, the PC Engine and the Neo Geo. And for the expiration date, files as well. So now that's gonna do it for menu UI on the PlayStation Vita. Now it's time for the gameplay itself. We're starting off with the PlayStation Vita game, Mortal Kombat. Alright guys, here's the PS Vita TV! Yeah! Mortal Kombat logo, awesome. Got a screenshot, right now. This is really, really good. I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan. Can't wait to play. Oh my gosh, I love the logo. I played this game that I remember on PS3, which is a long time ago now, but now I played it on the Vita right now. I can always play the experience Mortal Kombat Vita games on the go. Just gonna have to skip it. Yeah, gotta skip. Powered by Unreal Technology. I love Unreal Technology. I would say Unreal Engine 4 is not my favorite, but I would say the number 3 is my favorite that you can play Mortal Kombat games. So my favorite Mortal Kombat game is gotta be Mortal Kombat X and Mortal Kombat 11 as well. Man, the title screen. Oh, Scorpion just punched Sub-Zero. What could have happened? Now, I'm not going to show you the game. I think this game is inappropriate, but I was continuing through on the story mode for the first time today. Maybe I'll finish the story mode today, or maybe today, obviously today. Or, yeah, I'm going to show you the fight, the ladder. As you guys can see, in Mortal Kombat 2011 game, we do have 27 characters that you can play as. But for the extra characters, we do have the PlayStation exclusive character, Kratos. And I'm a huge God of War fan, but I love Kratos. Kratos is one of my favorite characters of all time. There's also a playable character as well for PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale as well. But I'm a huge God of War fan. And there's also 4 DLC characters as well. We have Scarlet, Kenshi, Rain, and Freddy Krueger. Amazing. If you guys seen the Nightmares Elm, you should watch this guy. The best Halloween horror movie ever seen. But Freddy Krueger is one of my favorite horror legend characters of all time in the movie. So one of my favorite characters I'm going to choose is Scorpion. Oh, and I'm going to go with to the classic skin. And with difficulty, I'm going to go with easy difficulty. Gotta say, the easy difficulty. Looks really good. Yo, Goro! Goro, my man! Absolutely one of the best character. Okay, I'm gonna fight against... No, not her. I thought it was gonna be Katana for some reason. Or Liu Kang, I think. Liu Kang is gonna be amazing. Got a low volume because... Oh no! Inappropriate girl! I don't want to show you the gameplay of Mortal Kombat, but... Oh my god! Come here, you son of a... Oh, yeah! Take that! Ha! Yeah, you got seeing in the soundtrack, man! Oh my god, this is really good! Oh, man. Wait. Huh? I just saw an attack on the back and on triangle button. Haha. Blurring on the hair. Yes, I have... Oh! Guys! Oh, crap. I'm really bad at this game. I can't see on the quality video camera background, but sorry. Yeah! Teleport fire! Now, punch me. Punch me first. I said punch! Oh my gosh. Alright, finish her. Fatality, you need to touch green. Oh, what you can do! Ah! Oh my god! No! What did you do? Fatality! Awesome. Now we're gonna show you the PSP game. So why not, instead of Sonic Rivals, we're gonna head on to the Sega Rally Revo. I love the PSP logo. That reminds me of the childhood back in the day. And this game is rated E for everyone. Awesome. The game is rated E for everyone. I mean, rated E10 plus. Excuse me for sorry about that. But one of my favorite ESRP rating for this game is rated M for mature. And I'm absolutely one of the best game. And I love Doom, Mortal Kombat, everything. Even Darksiders, really fun game. So now let's head on to the Sega Rally Revo gameplay on PSP and see what happens. So we have new profile, love profile, data, delete data, and we're gonna head on to continue without profile. I'm gonna head on to the continue without profile, but I'm not gonna play it later. Auto save is off. Oh my gosh, quick save, trending shit, time attack. Oh my gosh, there's so many cool stuff, man. What the? Okay, we're gonna go ahead on to the quick race. Oh my gosh, there's so many tracks I want to choose. What am I gonna choose? Oh, let's go with my favorite, Tropical 2. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh my gosh, this game reminds me of childhood back in the day. Easy left, easy right. Medium left, oh my gosh. I'm really bad at racing games, man. I prefer Gran Turismo, man. Medium right, oh shit. Holy crap, oh my gosh. What the heck is this game? What the hell is happening? Oh my god. Man, this racing game is so... Oh! No! 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 Vita's on plus... Oh no. Oh no. Oh crap. Guys, hard left. Hard... Oh! Okay, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for the PSP gameplay. Oh my gosh. What a good, terrible times for the PSP games as a childhood. And so there you have it. That's going to do it for the Menu Y walkthrough and the PlayStation Vita collection of amazingness and doing the gameplay right here on the sexy PlayStation Vita. That's going to do it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed for this amazing Menu UI walkthrough for the PlayStation Vita and show you guys for the collection and also doing a review of the handheld. And what do you think about the PlayStation Vita? It's absolutely one of the best experience handheld as a childhood back in 2012. Now this handheld system was originally came out in 2011 at the end of the year in Japan, and when they decided to release it on the Vita, but man, PlayStation Vita looks absolutely gorgeous. And then they came out at the end of the 2011 in Japan. The PlayStation Vita came home, but then like in the following year, they came out releasing in February of 2012. And I gotta say, I love the system, but I think this system was handheld success. But in the end of 2019, I thought this system was retirely, which is a shame because kind of a big deal about the Vita. It became a commercially failure at the time with 15 million units. But same goes with the Wii U as well, and the same as failure with 14 million units. So that's why I think it's possibly my favorite PlayStation handhelds of all time. Sorry if you guys can't see, excuse me. But this is my favorite handheld so far, besides on the 3DS. And oh, and by the way, PlayStation Vita gets an 8.9 out of 10. And it's possibly one of my favorite handhelds of all time. So, yeah, sorry about this one. Forgot to put you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed for this amazing PlayStation Vita collection. Remember to like this video, share this content, subscribe, click that bell. Let me know in the comments below, and you can follow me on social medias, link in the description below. And before you guys know me, you can look and find it in the PlayStation Vita. You can find it here, link in the description, but I'm not going to put link in the description for your guys on the Vita. But you can find it on eBay if you want to buy it, or you can just search it whatever you want it to be. So yeah, And Evil West is available now. You can buy this game at GK Games. That will be linked in the description below. And yes, also, before we end with this video, we have a new trailer for Sonic Prime that I forgot to show you guys. Yeah, the Sonic Prime is coming out next month, so it's going to be around time for the corner. And yes, December is going to be the final month of 2022. Yeah! So that's why we're going to be for the end of the year. But for you guys knowing me, I'm apologizing about Jump Force. Jump Force is a very, very bad game in 2019. But I would say Jump Force is not a good game. But the soundtrack is bad, the gameplay is bad, and the characters are the crossovers. But I still prefer Super Smash Brothers. Super Smash Brothers is possibly one of the best Nintendo fighting crossover games. So, yeah. But for you guys know me, December is going to be the final month of this year, like I said before. And we're going to be excited for 2023. I'm really hyped for this one. And we're going to finish off walkthrough with LEGO Star Wars for The Force Awakens before we're going to head on to the LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. And yes, I also put a walkthrough separate videos for Sonic Frontiers on the PlayStation 5. And that's why we're going to heading on to the end of the year. So check out the Sonic Prime trailer. Hope you guys enjoy. And we'll see you guys in December. Goodbye, PlayStation Vita! Awesome. Amazing. I can't wait to heading on to the video. So, yeah, amazing. So, oh my gosh. No! No! No, no. Oh no, he's not here! No, no, no!
Hello, I'm Sonic. When you've got a crew like mine, there's nothing that can stop you. Hey guys!
Sonic,
Eggman.
just in time to watch me claim the Paradox Prism.
Yawn. Yep, I yawned you, Eggman.
Crush them all!
Sonic, where are you?
Where am I?
Obey the Council.
Another world. Whoa, my shoes. Looks like an Eggman family reunion.
We are the Council.
Tails? Amy? You're all new yous. They don't know who I am. More worlds.
I call them shatter spaces.
Pirates. Awesome!
If we lose this fight, there won't be anything left to fight for.
So we're gonna fix it. Because we got the whole band back together.
Destroy them!
Enough running. We're gonna fix the world!